Yesterday I realized that I've been deluding myself for the past 3 months and I finally faced the pain. And today is day 40 of documenting my journey for creating SpaceWise, my space mission simulator that is focused on creating robust knowledge on space science. And yeah, today I broke down everything that I have to do to create the MVP, the minimum viable product of SpaceWise in 4 months. And yeah, I had to face the pain and the reality that I might not be able to make it, and I might not be able to get the result that I wanted, because for the past 3 months I've been failing to see the actual truth. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, I have just finished working, and yeah, I've been doing things all morning from 7 a.m. to 12:29 p.m. right now. And yeah, like I had 2 tasks. Let me just show you. Here they are. Oh, okay. So I had to get the urgency things done and think about the effect that I want to achieve to create SpaceWise MVP in 4 months. Let me give you some context, because on the last video I really reflected and I really confronted the pain that I had been avoiding for the past months. And yeah, I just realized that I had 7 months to create the MVP. Now there's only 4 left, and in 3 months I don't know what I've done. I literally don't know. So it felt really productive, and I felt like I was working and studying a lot, but I literally don't see any output. I don't see any results. And yeah, now I only have 4 months, so I'm a bit cooked. So yeah, so I thought of 2 tasks that would probably help me a lot, and I needed to get done 3 months earlier, but I didn't. So yeah, I need to get the urgency things done. Here I wanted to give myself some urgency every single day. So I went and installed an app to track my progress and like really break down every little task, because I did not do that before. Like I did not do that, and because like I haven't done that before, and I did not break down the tasks and look at them every day and see if I was if things were going well. I literally just avoided it. I avoided looking at the breakdown and the goals of each month, because I knew that it was not realistic and I was not gonna be able to do it. So I literally just forgot about the document that I had of everything broken down, and I did not look at it any like not even a single day. Anyways, so let me just show you. This is monday.com. Maybe you know about it, maybe you don't, but it's basically this thing where I can just track my progress and my tasks and everything. So we got a Kanban here, we have some views. Got it. We got some views and we have the tasks. We got the Gantt diagram, which is literally amazing, and you can see the tasks over here going down. You can have many views, like have weekly view, monthly view. It's very good. And here I can just put my tasks, like think of the effect. This is a task that I'm doing, that I've done and that I'm still doing. So yeah, I just put it here and it has to get done today. The priority is high and the status it's in progress. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna be able to plan out everything and see if I'm actually achieving the weekly and monthly milestones. So that's very important, really important. Next, so I have here a calendar. Oh shoot, let me just show you. Where was it? Here. So I made a calendar for me to put on my wall and like see every single second exactly how long it takes, like how much time is remaining for me. And I think it was the 30th of April when I have to turn in the project and present it to the judges. So I literally don't have much more time. Like today is 28th of December of 2024, and as you see, I don't have much time left, and this is gonna make it impossible for me to avoid this, because I'm literally gonna have it on my wall. How much time do I have left? And if I wanna watch a little video for 10 minutes, if I want to watch little entertainment a little bit, I literally sit in my wall, bro. I don't have time. I need to get this done. I need to work, and I need to. Of course, I'm not gonna just work 24 hours a day, right? I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna go out to nature and get some sun. But the point is that when I have a choice between doing something that is not that good for my goal and something that is gonna push me towards it, I'm gonna have it here, and I'm in my face, and I'm not gonna be able to avoid it. That's the actual objective. Next, so the effect. What is the effect? The effect. I'm talking here about cause and effect. What is the effect? What is the outcome that I need? And the cause is, how am I gonna get that outcome? Like, what are the processes that are gonna lead me to that outcome? And systems as well. What are the systems and processes? So here we have the key objectives for the MVP right now, and this is just prioritizing creating like the core functionalities over like additional stuff, or like I want to create the core thing before actually adding before actually making it beautiful and adding beautiful UI and everything. I just want to have it functional and have the purpose of it working well. What is the purpose of it? It's teaching well, making it fun, making simulations, like having an environment where a rocket can launch and it works and it's clean. So yeah, and then create an interactive presentation that makes an impact on the judges, because this is not only a personal project, this is also a school project, and I'm gonna have to present it to judges and they're gonna give me a grade. I wanna get the max grade. Non-negotiables. Here are the things that like I gotta get done. These are like the core functionalities, the core things. And then down here, oh spoiler, we have the important but non-essential. These are the things that I would love to get done and put, but if I don't have time, it is what it is. Such an amazing spoiler there. Okay, then the non-negotiables. It has to be in 3D, and the environment has to be like clean. It has to be working. I don't want it to be like extremely beautiful and amazing graphics. Just, I'm gonna have to make it work. That's the first step. Then if I have time, I will make it pretty. Then I don't want it to be just a game that like it's for entertainment. I want the app to actually be useful for someone that wants to learn and wants that knowledge to stick. I mean, I want it to be useful for someone that wants to understand well these concepts. Like, it's gonna be rocket science, space science, math, physics. Then judges are going to learn on a live learning event, which I will talk about more over here. Now I'm going to have a roadmap tab with all the future like the lessons that the student will learn. I'm saying here that they could be categorized in 4 different areas, and I say here this, but I don't think so, because these are interrelated. Like, you'll understand now because I have an illustration down there. Then at first, I'm gonna try to prioritize making the easy levels. I'm gonna try to make the simulations and teach the easy concepts, and then if I have time, I will teach more complex concepts. Like, easy concepts could be Newton's laws and maybe how a rocket works and the parts of the rocket. I mean, how a rocket works is probably not very simple, but you get what I mean. Then a learning system that works pretty well. That's basically the same concept as teaching math and physics and all of that, but teaching it pretty well. Okay, right. So to teach it well, like to really create a robust knowledge and understanding, a person needs to think in a certain way. Like, it doesn't matter what happens physically outside, like the learning happens here. And if a person doesn't engage in thoughts and thinking that improves learning, then nothing of this is gonna work. So the app needs to teach like ways and the thinking processes to the student, so he can actually take advantage of the app and learn effectively. Yeah, then we have the interactive presentation that I'm gonna make for the judges, and this is just gonna be showing the tutorial, showing like basic concepts and the simulations, and I want to make an impact on them by showing that the app actually works and that they can learn the concepts while I'm actually making the presentation for the app. So I'm gonna be showing the concepts and the functionalities of the app, and at the same time the judges are gonna be learning about the concepts and seeing if it works. So when they see that they actually understand better and it works, it will create a big impact on them, and I think that's gonna be very positive for me. Now here we have the part where I make it crystal clear, where I make the MVP very detailed. And this is obviously all of this is a hypothesis. Like all of this is just a thing that might be, but I can change it at any moment. So yeah, crystal clear, incredibly detailed hypothesis of the pre-MVP, not even the MVP, the pre-MVP. Here I'm saying that I'm not going to try to think about the non-essential features, because I might not even get to them. So when the student clicks on the app, the loading time, it's not very crazy, it's alright, which means that the app is well optimized. Now, when the student gets to the menu, when the student opens the app, it will open the menu. Here we've got a simple, very, very good and detailed illustration of what the menu is going to be. So the background, it's going to be a picture of space, like this a very, very basic picture of space. So that's why I call it the pre-MVP, because I'm not going to make it very pretty. I'm just going to do very basic stuff, and I'm going to focus on the core functionalities. The sound, not essential, but would be really nice, but not essential. The buttons. So here we have like the different modes. We got learn, which is going to show the roadmap and all of the lessons. Progress, this is going to be a dashboard that shows the progress of the student. Then we got the tutorial mode, which is just going to be a simulation, and it's going to be showing the main functionalities of the app, and it's going to be introducing like the objective of SpaceWise, basically just introducing everything. Then we got the settings, as every game has, and then coming soon, because I'm not gonna present, like, this is still an MVP, so yeah, it's still gonna have a lot of things coming. So here we have the progress tab, or the dashboard tab. That's the second one over here. Background is gonna be the same, and here we're gonna show the progress of the student on every aspect of the app. So here we have the profile picture and the nickname. We got some strengths and some weaknesses. Here are gonna be some bullet points, I think, maybe a summary. I wanna integrate that with AI, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that. So if I don't have time, I'll just remove this. Then we got a level of proficiency. So this app is divided into 3 levels. We got 4 actually: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. The expert literally knows everything that I'm going to teach on this app and doesn't need more theory, so he will be focusing on problem solving and problems that will be created by AI in the future. But yeah, the beginner, intermediate, and that, so it will show over here level of proficiency, and the bar will show how much more content will the student need to learn to go to the next level. And here I have a pretty important note. Of course, I'm not gonna make this bar experience based, like XP. Like, the student, to pass to the next level, is gonna have to go through many tests to test his knowledge and everything he knows, and only after he has proved that he knows what has been taught on the app, that's when he's gonna level up to intermediate, for example, if he was a beginner. And yeah, here we have the progress of the math, of the physics, of the rocket science, and the space science. Now we got the settings tab, nothing crazy, but now the roadmap tab, like the learning tab. Here we have 2 options, like, do I organize it like this? Like, I subdivide the roadmap and I make 4 different roadmaps: a math roadmap, a physics roadmap, and yeah, you get my point. or should I do just one singular roadmap? I think I'm just gonna go for this one because this has a little problem that if I make a different roadmap for every little concept, like it's not gonna be possible because these 4 concepts are very, very connected and very interrelated. So I think I'm just gonna do one roadmap that looks kind of like this, and yeah, and each circle here means a level, and it will have some tags like the tags of the area, like math, physics and stuff. It could have one tag or multiple tags, and then maybe it can have also the difficulty level. Maybe all of these are beginners and this one is intermediate, something like that. Then we get to the simulations and the levels, like how is actually the student going to learn. And I'm not very sure about this yet, so like this is gonna be changing all the time, and maybe it gets to the afternoon, I'm gonna keep working on this document, and maybe after this will change a lot, we'll see. But yeah, the simulations and the levels. Tutorial mode, this is, oh shit, the tutorial mode tab. I'm thinking of a friendly character just appears, like a robot, I don't know, a robot character appears on the screen and just introduces the application, the main mechanics, and just basically everything as I have explained a bit earlier. Then we got the way of teaching. So I'm thinking of dividing it into 2 like things, the theory and the practice. And the theory is where the student gets exposed to the information somehow, I don't know how yet, and he actually learns well, and he actually thinks really well and learns. Like, he doesn't just strip through the information and doesn't learn anything. The app has taught him how to think properly to learn better. And then we got a practical where the student tries to apply that knowledge. It could be in simulations, it could be in like tests, it could be in quizzes, like any kind of thing like that tests his knowledge and puts it on practice. So yeah, and I have a note saying that I will be much more capable of thinking about this on the following weeks, because I'm gonna be learning more about learning. I have invested in a program. It's actually this one. I can study. So yeah, I'm gonna be learning much more, and I'm gonna get more clarity over the next few weeks and months. Basic UI. We're still on the way of teaching, actually. Wait, no. We're still on the simulations and levels. Bro, this is crazy. So, on the UI, I'm gonna have flight data. By the way, if I haven't made this clear, this is when we get inside a level. When we are inside a level, there's kind of like a simulation or something like that. So here on the UI, we will have flight data. And I thought of some which are like velocity, altitude, inclination, and fuel. So here I have a thing that could be in the future, which is a diagram of this icon of the spaceship, the max height and the minimum height. And yeah, the icon will go up matching the height of the actual rocket, like in real time. But that's only after, if I have time. If not, I'll just put a number. The inclination, if I don't have time, a circle with an arrow. And if I do have time, a circle of a radar, like radar style, like very beautiful circle. And then fuel, which is just a vertical bar. Here I have some examples of concepts of simple levels that I can work on first, and after I do some of these, I can focus on a more advanced concepts to show to the judges that it actually works. Not only to the judges, like I'm saying judges, because I'm really focused on finishing this for the school project, but obviously I'm not doing this just to get the grade. This is a personal project that's gonna go like really far. That's my plan. And oh shit, I'm gonna stop touching my mouse, please. And not obviously, I'm not only doing this to prove to the judges that they can actually learn complex concepts. Like, the main thing is to actually teach to people the complex concepts, and so they can actually learn in a fun way, and they can actually understand it and play a game at the same time. I don't know if that's possible, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I don't know the future. I don't see the future. Might be a really bad idea at the end of it, but I'm just gonna try it, and I'm gonna learn a lot along the way. So that's the important part. Next, the important but not essential. We got the music, a clean, pretty UI, and how more complex level. This is actually, I'm gonna move this to the important but essential part over here, because I really need it. Then the onboarding quiz. This is basically a quiz that's gonna see if the student is on the level of beginner, intermediate, advanced, or expert. And yeah, then basic AI integration, like to give advice to the students. For example, when the student gets tested on a quiz or something, the AI can create a summary of how the student can improve, giving him feedback and what were his strengths, his weaknesses, stuff like that. That's basically what I have until right now. How long was this? 31 minutes! No way! You're kidding me. I mean, I'm probably gonna cut this a lot. 31 minutes. Damn. Right now I'm gonna go take a cold shower, cook, eat, rest for a second, go out to the sun, get some sunlight, and get a bike ride. Go for a bike ride, actually, yeah. And then I'm gonna go back here and keep working on this. So let's get it done. Let's go. All right, meal for today. We've got eggs, sardines in olive oil, peanuts, salt, and 99% dark chocolate. Today I'm eating eggs at lunch because I did not put the meat out of the freezer. And I haven't done that yet. So after this I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna put it out of the freezer. And yeah, let's get this done. Let's eat this. Let's go. Alright, I came back and yeah, I got my vitamin D. I went for a bike ride. I bought some water and I did the thing of the calendar. So let me show you. Here we have it. It should have been a bit bigger, but here we have 2025, January, February, March, April, May, June, and over here we got the day. Please, camera, please. Yes, no. Okay, it doesn't want to. But yeah, we've got the calendar, we've got the live calendar, which you can't see because my camera is trolling me right now. Thank you. So we got the live calendar. These are the weeks that I have lived. These are the weeks that I have left if I live to 100 years. And yeah, here we have the habit tracker, which is almost everything ticked. And here we have where I put my phone to record the videos. It's here on top of this thing. And yeah, the plan right now is to keep breaking down SpaceWise and thinking of the cause and thinking of the effect that I want to have. So let's get it done. Let's work up. Let's go. Okay, it's been how long? An hour and something, an hour and 10. And yeah, I have just broken down everything, like in months, from April to January, everything that I have to do. Not everything, but like it's kind of like an idea. So yeah, let me just start by April from the end. So I'm gonna be doing the desktop app and also the website on the last month. On the desktop app, like I'm just gonna be testing things out, polishing the app, getting a lot of feedback from my classmates and from my teachers, and maybe even from you, who knows. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure it's practical and easy for the student. I'm gonna make sure that it's intuitive, that the knowledge and the teaching methods actually work and the knowledge sticks and it's well understood for someone that has no previous knowledge on the subject. Like I'm gonna be asking my people from my school, bro, that don't even know me and are studying like a complete different subject from me. So yeah, I mean, I have to do that, bro. Of course I have to. So yeah, the website is gonna be very, very basic. I'm gonna code it from scratch because I think that will give me some points more. And yeah, I think I can make a pretty good design and code it from scratch in not much time because I've had experience with coding websites and yeah, I've coded a lot with HTML and CSS and a bit of JavaScript, so that shouldn't be a problem, I think. March. So here the core features and functionalities must be working. The only thing that should be left, like after this stage, would be to get the design and the UI cleaner and more pretty, and also debugging and stuff. So here, like the lessons and the lessons from the basic concepts that I'm gonna teach must be like implemented in the simulation, and everything has to be working. The learning system has to be implemented as well, and basically all of that must be working. It's not gonna be pretty, like it's not gonna be visually appealing, but it will be working and everything will be implemented, including, as I said, the 3 basic topics or 2, and the complex topic as well. Yep. Then February, I will be writing the lessons of the basic and complex topics, and I will be defining the learning system and how it will work. I will be thinking of how it will be implemented, and I will be also thinking about how SpaceWise will be teaching the concepts. Like imagine it could be with a pop-up, it could be like very practical while the simulation is happening. I don't know, a character appears and it explains the information, and maybe some diagrams appear, and I don't know, or maybe it will be just a pop-up with some text. Who knows, bro? I don't know, but I will have it. I will think about that, and then I will create and finish the database. So in January, basically the next month. Oh my god, this is not realistic. Okay, the whole structure of the project is gonna be built. So we would have the whole menu should be working, like the menu, the settings thing, all the tabs, like the roadmap tab, the progress tab. It should all be working, and it should all have basic UI things that are not gonna be pretty, but they're gonna be there. Like this is outside of the simulations. Now inside the simulations, there should be, I should have at least this, a 3D environment that is clean and functional, that has a terrain, a platform for the rocket, and a sky. Then the rocket must be able to fly out and reach outer space and then fall down, and it has to be with realistic physics, and the UI also has to be there, showing the telemetry, that telemetry data of the rocket, like the velocity, the altitude, the fuel, and stuff like this. Then there's gonna be some basic sound effects for the rocket, and yeah, I'll just need a basic simulation of the rocket flying out and going back down. And I'm saying basic simulation, but that's probably not very basic. Then some things that I will do here as well is that the code has to be clean, readable, and expandable, and like, yeah, expandable. it expands, you know, without problems. And then I need to get a big picture understanding of the database. So like I will know how the database will impact the structure of the code, and also like I will have to go a bit deeper into it and define the objective, define the tables, think about what data exactly is it gonna store, and just make hypotheses of how the database is gonna work and what is gonna be stored there. Just basically that. On the next months, I will be adding things and polishing it, as I said. And that's basically what I've done on the past hour. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this, and also I've been asking ChatGPT what about like what does it think? And here we have this. So the breakdown is solid and realistic. I don't think so. um, so yeah, it says that it's okay. Here it says the strengths. If you wanna read it, you can just pause this. Suggestions for improvement. Here I have applied this. So this is done. I'm gonna be thinking more of the database on January. Yeah, I need to also give myself time for error handling and debugging every single month, because if not, I'm gonna be it's gonna be impossible for me on April, on my last month. Then plan for feedback cycles. Oh yeah, this is at school. I'm gonna be like my classmates and my teachers are gonna be checking my app out and seeing any errors and any improvements. So that's really, really important, and that's very nice. And maybe if I have an audience, or if I have someone that cares here on YouTube, maybe maybe you can give me your feedback on this as well. So I hope, because this will help me a lot. And yeah, I hope it helps other people too. I hope I'm inspiring people here. Then allocate time for learning gaps. So yeah, I'm gonna study a lot each week. What am I have? What am I gonna have to learn? I think this is really accurate and really good. So the C++ basics, memory management, and OOP, I think those are the most important ones. So yeah, I'm gonna be learning that. Then rendering basics, which is what I've been learning for the past months, but with a very, very horrible learning system. Not even a learning system, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Then database basics, and yeah, getting the UI to work, like getting the buttons and getting I don't know, a circle moving and getting the settings thing working. Like I gotta get that done as well. Then in February, yeah, I will be learning about how can I make the learning system more effective, and I will be incorporating it. I will be defining it. I think defining it, and yeah, basically more stuff like this. March, more advanced stuff, physics simulation. April, last month, this will be happening, maybe. And here we have some risks. So running out of time for simulations or advanced features, that's a very, very, very big risk. Have a fallback plan. Well, my fallback plan will be just to make only one simulation, I guess. Then overloading your learning schedule, focusing on most critical skills. Yeah, this is a very big risk as well that I'm very likely to fall into, which is the thing that like I'm really likely to try to learn a lot of things at the same time and completely overwhelm myself and then not learn anything at all. So I need to keep an eye on that. And then I need to keep an eye on my delusion. I'm very likely to delude myself, like I've been doing for the past months. And it hurts. It hurts to face the pain and not delude myself. But bro, I have to do it, because if not, it will hurt much, much more on the 28th of April. Then poor usability feedback. Yeah, this is I think this will be covered. I think this will be good. All right. So I still have like an hour and something else to wait. Do I have an hour? No, I don't. It's almost 6 p.m., bro. Alright, on the next hour, I'm gonna try to put this into weeks and weekly milestones and weekly steps. So yeah, let's try to do that. I have an hour before I have to go cook again and eat dinner and yeah, just edit this video and go to sleep. Alright, it's been an hour. So I have only done January. February, March and April are not done yet. So but look at this. So oh shit. So we got week 1 here, week 2, week 3 and 4, and I have basically done the effect, basically the outcome. And I have broken it down and yeah. Basically, in summary, if you want to read it, you can. On week 1, I'm focusing on clean code, principles like of design patterns, OP, object-oriented programming, and more C++ concepts like memory management, which is very important, and then also like having a big picture understanding of the database and how it will impact the code architecture or structure. Then on week 2, I will be coding the menu and studying the menu, seeing how it works, and trying to get it done, code it, and understand how it relates, how it can connect to the telemetry data. For example, if the rocket is like flying, how is the UI elements or the UI objects going to connect to the rocket and the data of the rocket, like the altitude of the rocket, the rotation, the angle, like how is that going to connect and how is that going to work. So I will focus on that as well. On week 3 and 4, this is gonna be, I don't think it is realistic, bro, but I need to still calculate the hours that I have per week. I don't know. Okay, now on the week 3 and 4, I'm gonna be coding the simulation. Like I'm gonna be creating the terrain, the sky, the camera, the rocket, getting all textured, getting it ready to go, implementing the physics for the rocket, and trying to figure out how everything works and trying to understand it. Bro, I just see from a mile away that this is not gonna work. Maybe it will. My next step is going to be breaking this down even more to like daily steps and figuring out the hours that I'm gonna have. And then I can actually see and like with my own eyes if it actually is possible and reasonable and realistic. So yeah, like I think today, I mean, I've done good progress, but I could have done much better. Now I'm gonna cook the chicken. It should be right now unfrozen. Unfrozen. I don't know if you say it like that. Should be fresh, and then I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna record the introduction of this video and the summary. See you in a second. Let's go. Okay, brother. So here. What's going on out there? Here we got it. Good old chicken breast, good old avocado, good old cheese, good old salt, and a cup of water, and sparkling water. Bro, I'm addicted to this shit, bro. I'm addicted to sparkling water. Like everyone has a vice, bro. This is my vice. It's crazy, bro. I love it. Anyways, let's eat this. Yeah. Okay, now let's meditate for 15 minutes and then I will be doing the summary, which is actually going to change a little bit today. Is done. Wow, I feel like clarity and I feel like my eyes are energized again. They have had 15 minutes of rest from a day full of screen time. Okay, but to be honest, I've taken a bit of sun. I did go out of my house for like an hour. So at least that's okay. So yeah. So let's do the summary. I'm just gonna share my thoughts. No summary. I don't know why I keep calling it summary if I'm not doing a summary. I'm just talking about my thoughts. What are my thoughts? I mean, I've done good progress, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do what I'm planning because in January, like all those things, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, bro. Like stars have to align like crazy for me to be able to do that. But I mean, I'm gonna go a bit more in depth over the next 2 days, and I'll see how it goes. And of course, I'm gonna share it here. I'm sharing my life here, bro. And yeah, what else can I say? Yeah, I wanted to take this section to speak about to plan, not to plan the next day, and to get my priorities straight and get my like vision, my plans. 1 second, let me just do this because I'm super red, and if I do this, it's a bit better, I think. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Uh, Hello. I think the camera has a bit of delay, but doesn't matter. It's good. So, what do I plan to do the next day? I mean, I just plan to break down everything that's left, like break down completely January and like day-to-day things, or like at least make a hypothesis and see if it's actually realistic and reasonable. See how many hours I'm gonna have, and do that, go that in depth for every month. And that's gonna take a bit of time. But I think if I focus in the morning, I can actually get it done. Because the last hour that I did in the afternoon was not very like crazy focus. It was, I mean, my mind wandered a bit. I just stayed thinking about nothing for a couple minutes. I wasn't that focused. But yeah, I just wanna get that done. And my priority is gonna be also just experimenting with learning systems and learning processes and techniques to like sharpen my axe. If I sharpen my cognitive skills and I learn faster and better, like if I learn more with less time studying, I think that I have a chance. So I'm gonna be sharpening my axe with a program that I have invested in. It's called I Can Study from Justin Song, and this has already been life changing with the challenges, the 30-day challenges. Like it has been life changing already. I can't wait to see the program, and it's tomorrow when it unlocks. So that's gonna be so exciting. And yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here. I wish you a very good day, very good week, very good everything to you, and bye bye.